Hi there, Cancer. Welcome to joining me. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is my channel on YouTube. And I appreciate so much that you're here. It's a wonderful day, and I'm really looking forward to sharing with you the messages that your guardian angels are wanting to give you. So here we go. We're going to just start. So this is your angel messages for the week of July 18th through 24. And this is a general reading. So take what resonates, leave the rest. It's all good. And so let's just see what your guardian angels want you to know today. So just before I turned the video on, then I talked with your guardian angels as a collective group, and I asked them to please send through me the best messages that they have for you for this week, things to keep in mind, things to do. This one. And, just generally what they want you to know, that maybe they've been trying to get your attention to tell you these things, and, for some reason you can't hear them, or maybe you have heard them, but you need some confirmation, or it didn't quite make sense to you, so you just need to clarify some things. So that's what they're here for, and that's my job, I guess, is to be able to translate those messages from whatever form they give them to me, and then give them to you as your message. So, okay, hang on one second. I'll just have a look. Well, this looks pretty awesome. So, to start out, they want you to... Oh, I forgot to turn my light on. Give me a second here. There, then you'll be able to actually see the card. They want you to understand the difference between really, really hard looking at something. And so this is, okay, for some of you, this is an energetic chasing, that you're thinking, please, 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 I want this so bad. Can you bring it to me? And come on, please. There's that's chasing. Or there's attracting, which is angels. I'm looking for this thing in particular. And this, here's the details about it. Here's exactly what I want. Can you send me that, please? Or something better. And then you kind of step back and you be calm, because you understand that it's coming to you. Now, it may take a little bit of time to ripen, or, for all the details really to come together to be able to get to you. But just be calm, understand that that thing is coming to you. If there's something that you thought, oh, you almost had it and it's so close, you know what? It's because there was some part of that just, you would not have liked that at all. It just would not have resonated. And so even though on the surface it looked like it was perfect, it wasn't. So you can relax knowing that just was not for you. And, you'll likely never know exactly why not, but that's okay too, right? So obviously, from the description and from how they were just portraying that, obviously you want to be attracting things rather than chasing things. When you're chasing something and you're really in that energy of please, 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 and you're feeling desperate kind of about that, then it pushes it away from you. It creates a resistance instead of creating an easy flow. So you can relax knowing that you are always looked after. And okay, and so they're saying I didn't finish the explanation here. So for some of you, this is not in an energetic way. This is an actual physical way. So, if maybe there's a person that you've been pursuing, kind of, that you've been wanting to court them, or, have more time with them or something like that. The more you call them up and say, hey, let's do this, when they've already told you a bunch of times that they can't do that, or they don't want to, or, stop asking them to do things on Thursday mornings, because they work Thursday morning. It's just relax about that too, because the more you pester somebody, the least likely it is that they want to actually spend time with you. Yeah. Yeah. And that's normal. Like you'd feel the same way if somebody was pursuing you that way. So, yeah. So you can just relax. It's really, that's the energy they're giving me, is to just, like, that tight feeling in the center of your gut or in your ribs or wherever it is exactly. physically let that spot relax and open up. Oh, what does that feel like? That's a lot easier, isn't it? To just be like that. So let go of that tension, and then you won't feel the need to chase that thing, right? Here is, well, let's go here. Creative expression. So when you can spend some time and some just some fun, imaginative time using your creativity. Think up, like, what is it that you want to create or build or invent, or make something work better. What is that thing? So spend a bit of time doing that. Just being creative, and it doesn't have to be anything in particular. You don't have to suddenly become an artistic painter or whatever. This can be anything. This can be rearranging your cupboards or your workshop or whatever it is, right? So just putting things kind of in order, in their place, and letting it build and flow and flourish from there, and letting it really blossom, make it so that it works just the best for you. All those things qualify. Anything that you can use your imagination for to create something new, even if it always only stays in your thoughts, there's nothing wrong with that, right? So it's kind of along the lines of daydreaming for some of you. For some of you, it definitely will take a physical form. Something that you're going to build or create, or, maybe paint or sculpt or quilt or, whatever it could be, right? Any of those things will definitely qualify, plus a whole bunch more. There's no limit on this. Okay, so it's time to have a little bit of time by yourself. And so I'm seeing that this is kind of, it's not really an extended period of time. It's something that they want you to do kind of daily. It's almost a meditation, if that's something that you do or are attracted to. But if you don't do meditation and don't want to, it's just a time to sit with yourself and get to know yourself more. And what is it that you want? And how are you going to get there? And this is an easy time. There's nothing stressful about this. There's nothing, I should do this. No, none of that. This is time spent with yourself, getting to know yourself, because you're the most important individual in your life. So if you don't know who you are and you don't know what you want, then you don't know where you're going either. And, that's a real thing for us humans. We like to know where we're going. We like to be in control of that, or at least feel in control of that. And so you can be. That's what they're saying. It is up to you. You create what you want. And what you want is individual. It's your own personal thing. And there's nobody else who's qualified to say that that's the right or wrong thing, right? So you decide by getting quiet, by understanding yourself. Yeah, it's a good time. So they're showing me two different things, and these both are rising, raising and rising. So rising above your problems. We all have problems. We all think to some extent that that's really, really affecting our life. And yes, they say, yes, okay, we acknowledge that. We get it. Yes, it's affecting your life. But it's how it is right now, and the rest of it just isn't ripe yet. And so the more you can kind of step back and see the bigger picture and see that there's no need to rush. There's anything that appears to be an obstacle has a solution. So when you turn your mind towards solution-based things instead of toward what the problem is, then things are going to really exchange themselves. It's going to exchange the energy and really help you rise above the problems, because you will understand that they are really not as big as you think they are, right? And so let me just feel into this a bit more. Oh yeah, so now they're giving me that relax, that things, that spot in your middle of your chest or your gut or wherever yours is, relax that spot again, because in the meantime it got all tense and you didn't really notice, right? And so this is all those, what you perceive as problems, creating that tension. So the more you can relax and just do your steps, they're giving you steps, they're giving you opportunities, they're giving you things to do next and whatever. And so the more you can just relax and do those things easily and with confidence, the more you will understand that those little things are not true problems. Yeah. And here, as a result of that, your abundance increases. So when you rise above the problems, then you get a raise in your bank account. It's just what it feels like. So, and in fact, it says, congratulations, an increase in your abundance flow awaits you. This is a result of your positive focus and willingness to take action based upon your divine guidance. Keep up the good work. So, yeah, so when you were doing your, getting quiet, maybe meditating, whatever else, when you're aware that you're attracting, not chasing, you're being creative, using your juices, so that helps you just to be more relaxed and have the flow. And you're above your problems now. You can see the big picture and you can see how insignificant most of it actually is. All those things together make flow. They make things come to you. The more your vibration is higher, the better things can come to you. And so, yeah, hang on one second. Let's just see what this all feels like even more. It feels really good. Like it feels like a rush of pleasure in my head, actually. It's what is that dopamine? Somebody maybe know better than me. That I think it's a hormone or whatever it is that you get a rush of when you experience pleasure. So, with sex or, with sometimes with drugs, that'll do that, I guess. I'm told that. So whatever it is, that, that's what they're showing me, that it's just giving me that rush of pleasure that, when you see your favorite person unexpectedly, and that's what that feels like, is just this abundance coming to you and creating pleasure and pleasure and pleasure and more pleasure, and it really, really feels good. Okay, so that's what you got coming for you. And let's see, it feels, when does it feel? It feels like it's just starting. It's you have it within you, but it's not really built yet. But the beginning of it is there. So that's very soon. And here you're going to have a bit of vacation time. So for some of you, this is just a bit every day that it's your attitude that creates it. That when you get done your work for the day, and you can take a couple of hours and just enjoy what you're doing. Just be in the sunshine. Maybe you really enjoy your gardening when you get home, or you like looking after your yard, or those kinds of things. You get the pleasure of being with your family right after. So for some of you, that's what this is. For some of you, it's an actual vacation, getting out of town for a couple of weeks. Maybe you're camping. There's some jetting off happening in the world, so perhaps that's what you're doing as well. Yeah. And it just, it's a release of all the day-to-day stresses and struggles and things like that. And so it's really a good feeling. This is not the same rush of pleasure that this other card gave me, but it's still an enjoyment of life. So your angels want me to say, this is slightly different topic, but they want me to say that if you feel desperate for a vacation from your work life, then it's time to have a look at your work life and see how you can change that to make it so that you're happier while you're there, and that you're feeling more fulfilled while you're there. And so for some of you, this could be looking around within your same company to see what else might be available. It could mean, for some of you, it feels like you feel that the work you're doing, you're being inadequately compensated for. So approach your boss and request this raise and explain very fully why this feels like so far it's been inadequate and that you deserve more, right? Um, and and for some of you, this change or this, yeah, need for more fulfillment in your work, that could be that you're looking around for a different job. And so, be aware the grass is not always greener over on the other side there. If you just stay and put a little bit more effort into what you're currently doing, you may find some really great satisfaction where you already are, or with changing things only slightly within the same company. But for some of you, that's maybe just not a possibility. And so go ahead, have a look around, see what else is out there for jobs. And when you see one that really resonates within you, then go for it and just see what happens. And keep in mind that, anything like that, that if you are half-hearted about it, it's not truly going to come to you, right? If you are wholehearted about it and it does not come to you, it's because it wouldn't have served the purpose you want it to. And so, it was not of a high enough vibration to suit you, right? Yeah. So that's how that goes. So, but anyway, that's kind of a tangent that your angels wanted me to share with you. Okay, so let's take one more card here, one more bit of wisdom from the daily guidance cards. What one thing would you like Cancer to know today? Angels, here it is. Fresh air. Fresh air. Get outside. Be in nature. Have a walk, have a jog, go hiking, whatever it is. Go to the beach. Go down to the park, and it feels very much like there should be a pond involved or water in some way. So enjoy that. Take the kids with you. Go play. Just have fun. Be like a kid. Go play for a while. Yeah, that's a great message. Okay, so Cancer, can you hang around for another minute and help me spread the love through the whole world? Let's just beam that love and that acceptance and all the healing out to the whole world, all the people on it, all the food, all the water, all the soil, everything that's happening in the world. Let's just assist it to be good and to be of high vibration for the benefit of all. Yes, fabulous. Thank you so much, Cancer. I appreciate very much that you've joined me. If you found anything here that resonated, please hit the like button. And certainly I love it when you subscribe. Okay, thank you, and I'll see you next week.